What's up, guys? Welcome back to our course on intermediate Marxist economics. In this video, we're going to continue the topic of input-output tables. Let's go. So recall that the general Marxist input-output table in its most basic form is the following. Though it is useful in terms of analyzing theoretical problems, we often want to see how exactly would this be used in an applied context. There are many different types of sectors and goods in the economy with exports. How would this look? Simply speaking, we can generalize this table to a multi-good case. However, there are two restrictions in our analysis. One is that every good has a matching industry and each industry produces a single good. And our second is that all resources are either used in production or are viewed as inventory investments or final demands. Mathematically, this would mean that our input-output table would have to be n by n, meaning that it would have to be square. So this is an example of what an input-output table would go and look like, right? Where you have your resources along the top and your departments along the side over here. So coal and electricity are easy to understand because, we just put in their values, right, in each of these cells, right? However, there's 2 points, right, such as households and exports, right, which correspond to labor force and imports, which I want to note. So this households point is really sometimes also referred to as population, right? Indicates how many workers are in each industry, right? And what's necessary in terms of actual resources needed for production. Like how many people do you need in the production process? It's inventory investment, right? Which would be the intersection of households and labor force, right? That would be interpreted as, the sum total of household labor or people just not working, right? Likewise, you have this import column or this exports column, right, which goes and indicates, how much of that coal is exported, right? How much electricity is exported, right? Like from Canada to the United States. Labor force, right? That could be interpreted as, migration. Um, and when exports inserts imports over here, that's your trade balance. That's your trade balance. So in terms of building a statistical model of a planned economy, it's best to start from the structure of our model. For each input I in sector J, we have the following equation, where gamma ij is our coefficient of direct material inputs, where gamma ij is between 0 and 1, right? It has to be less than 1, but it could be equal to 0. And xi is the total output of good I. If we were to estimate this using a simple regression, our equation would be the following, where gamma naught is interpreted as our inventory investment, right? That would be in the diagonals of our input-output table. Practically, since this is a system of equations, the appropriate methodology would be the Schur method. So this is the third video in our series of intermediate Marxist economics. I'll see you in the next one.